Hello people, how are you doing? This is Sushi with another episode of Boring Game. Tonight we're going to review this game. It's called Viral Blue and it's early access. And I'm definitely excited to tell you my opinion because I think this game actually has a lot of potential. But here at the beginning you see it's just a random fight. Now the clothing physics are a disaster. I'm not going to talk about that. The game is not optimized and I don't have that super grand high-rig PC. I entered the fight and what's wrong with him? He's definitely scared. Okay. I'm going to kill these monsters. I will no mercy. Fuck is wrong with this game? What? It is hard. Okay, I'm going to kill you this time. What? You didn't even give me a chance. Okay, so everyone, we're going to talk about this, that what the game is. So far you just seen a footage of the few fights, and well, you've seen what the game kinda is. Okay, it's naval battles. Most likely it has some sword fighting and melee combat, but it's super useless. It's not so good. What the game happens and takes place is most likely post-medieval Japan, where the European ships and the age of gunpowder happened, and I just noticed that sun over there looks super unrealistic. That sun is huge. Back then the sun was small. Anyhow, this game is that, and you could do lots of things in this game. It's just beyond the naval combat and naval warfare. But one of the problems with the game is you're always alone. It's always one ship against one ship. There's no other ships involved, and we know that it was like so in history. There's a reason that this game exists in the episodes of Boring Games, obviously. And so far we talked about what this game is. Now let us talk about what this game lacks. What this game lacks is obviously more than just a better combat system, which is right click and left click, and right click you do some sort of swing and sometimes defend, left click you attack. In this sort of fighting combat you're absolutely crippled. You can't do much. Okay, the combat system definitely needs to improve. This game has lots of potential. But this game, what this game reminds me of is much like Pillars of Eternity, if you pay attention to it. But maybe a little bit more than that. I'm going to be a little bit braver and talk about our us gamers, all of us gamers, Nightmare, the Neverlord, which never comes. And in this game, so you encounter with thieves and bands like that, and it's so much like Paradox Studio games, and the engine kinda doesn't look like that, but the game still looks like that, and so it's nothing new. We're not seeing something new here, but some techniques, like if you keep on spinning around yourself targeting your enemies, then you definitely will win the battle. It's just simple, easy technique. Like you master the game right there. Average and small naval combat could be done like that. So this game kind of looks like when you can trade, when you travel on a map, when you have your specific fighting styles, and with all that, this game so much reminds me. I'm not gonna say Pillars of Eternity. I said it, Mount & Blade. This game so much like Mount & Blade. What Mount & Blade, what all these games lack is obviously better land combat, as I mentioned before. Now this is early access version, so a little bit it's too early to judge what this game is, what this game lacks. And in a verse I could say that this game lacks, this specific game talking, inventory system, not the inventory of your ship, inventory of your characters and armors and things like that, voice acting, larger battles, larger naval battles. That's interesting. The character creation is definitely what I love, that, and we could use that. And voice acted quests and interesting story. These things will make this game much more better than just a naval battle inaccurate simulator. I think it is safe to mention that I have great hopes for this game. But even in this footage, you can see that this game lacks a lot of things, a lot of elements. Not the graphical thing that decrease the graphical setting, because you know I have a low-reg PC, people. But I think this game can be a lot of things. If the developers, you know, they were not fast enough, they might have their own fans, and they might just keep on developing and keep on bringing out DLCs and patch and fix one step at a time. But it would be better if they've done it in a different manner all together, not like EA. I am going to fight like a real lord. I won't back down. Alright. Yes, like always, they're pouring into my ship. And obviously, go away, peasant. God, die. My goodness, oh my god, there's too many of them. There are too many of them. They're all enemy soldiers. Oh my, I'm screwed. I am so screwed. Yeah, I'm killing you all. What the fuck? Did you see that? And it's not all about this game. This game still, I mean, already it's painful to play. Maybe because it's early access, it might be that. You know, but I love to test early access games. This is what happens when you enter into a town. You can walk the streets, but then you get mad and you have to return to your ship because there's nothing you could do when you enter a town. Nothing. And obviously you choose to attack that town, which had no entertainment whatsoever, and free the people of their misery. And that's actually where things get interesting, you know, capturing the town and becoming their overlord, and overthrowing the town owners and expanding your own kingdom. You can leave your town guard in the guard of one of your companions, or guard it yourself. So you can own ship and do a lot of things in this game, which already as an early access I'm impressed with this work. And as you can see right now, I'm trying to break down a town's wall. This is how this town siege works. You know, why everything is on the water though, I don't know. You know, Japan never had this many towns on water. But say this fort, we will use the word fort. When you beat down its wall and there's no graphical animation for I don't know, broken walls or anything, then you can actually march into the streets. But then actually when you enter the town, that's where the real fun begins. But in total, judging from the early access people, I think that this game has lots of opportunities. A new game, it could be lots of good things, but right now, playing this game as what it is, as I experienced it, as early access, it's not so good. It's not so pleasant. It's a little bit painful at some point. So I will score this game, if I have to score it from 0 to 20, as something you can play on a rainy Friday or Saturday afternoon. It was early access, so yeah, I won't score it. So with that, there's nothing else left to say. Goodbye and good luck, people. That was my quick review for Feral Blue, or this lovely game you shouldn't play.